Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the third episode of this series where I explore how music shaped the Vietnam War and how it helped shape the American public's response to it. So if you haven't watched the first two episodes, please go and do so. You can watch them here. And today we're going to be talking about Country Joe and the Fish song, Vietnam song that was live at Woodstock. So just a little background about this song. In the late 60s, Vietnam War was getting really unpopular among the American public, especially the younger generations. Millions of people took it to streets to protest, and this resistance was so powerful that actually President Johnson, Lyndon Johnson, chose not to run in the elections, and President Nixon was elected instead of him. This song is one of the most unforgettable songs about the protests in that era. Country Joe and the Fish. It's live at Woodstock, and it's kind of like a sarcastic theme or mood, and it's like about basically anti-Vietnam War. So let's get into it and we'll talk more about it.
Well, come on, all of you big strong men. Uncle Sam needs your help again. Got himself in a terrible jam way down yonder in Vietnam. Put down your books and pick up a gun. We're gonna have a whole lot of fun. And it's 1, 2, 3. What are we fighting for? Don't ask me, I don't give a damn. The next stop is Vietnam. And it's 5, 6, 7. Open up the pearly gates. Well, there ain't no time to wonder why. We're all gonna die. Now come on, Wall Street, don't be slow. Man, this is war a go-go. There's plenty good money to be made, supplying the army with the tools of the trade. Just hope and pray that if they drop the bomb, they drop it on the Viet Cong. And it's 1, 2, 3. What are we fighting for? Don't ask me, I don't give a damn. The next stop is Vietnam. And it's 5, 6, 7. Open up the pearly gates. Well, ain't no time to wonder why. We're all gonna die. Now.
So this whole, the whole thing is very sarcastic, the lyrics, but I think in this case, sarcasm was a really powerful tool for the thing that he was gonna say, basically the protesting against the war. So Woodstock happened in 1969, and basically 500,000 people were in that festival. So I don't think it was just a music festival. It was a very cultural turning point in for a lot of events, and Vietnam War was not an exception. And people were very divided into a lot of different groups, and they were very angry over what's happening in the war. And I think the fact that this band and Joe McDonald basically did that and went just with a guitar, and he basically sang this song, was a very a turning point. One thing that I really like about this song is how basically it has a lot of dark humor, and I didn't know what Uncle Sam refers to, so I mean maybe if you're from America you already know that, but as a non-American I was curious and I looked it up and I was like, oh, so it's basically like a persona, if you don't know, that represents the government, or basically kind of the federal government, and it's kind of like a part of the American culture. And as opposed to that, there is Colombia, which is this girl that represents more like the nation of the US. So that was interesting for me to learn and know about. The fact that the melody is very upbeat and kind of like a fast pace with those kind of bouncy rhythms, and with all the sarcasm, it kind of it creates a little bit of a paradox because he's actually singing about death, and he's not. It feels like it's a very patriotic song, but it is not. It's anti-war and a protest to the system. So that I found that very interesting and very I think the message was way more stronger by doing that.
Come on, generals, let's move fast. Your big chance is here at last. Now you can go out and get those reds, cause the only good commie is one that's dead. And you know that peace can only be won when they're blowing them all the kingdom come. Sing it! 1, 2, 3. What are we fighting for? Don't ask me, don't give a damn. Louder! Vietnam. And it's 5, 6, 7. Open up the pearly gates. Well,
also I didn't know what pearly gates are, so I had to look that up, and apparently those are the gates in the sky that when you die they open. So it's basically all talking about there's no time to wonder why we are basically giving our lives. It's just all for the greater good in a sarcastic way. And yeah, I think it really like hits it with like all the sarcasm and the humor.
Listen, people, I don't know how you expect to ever stop the war if you can't sing any better than that. There's about 300,000 of you fuckers out there. I want you to start singing. Come on. And it's 1, 2, 3. What are we fighting for? Don't ask me out, don't give a damn. The next stop is Vietnam. And it's 5, 6, 7. Open up the pearly gates. Well, I ain't no time to wonder why we're all gonna die. Now come on, mothers throughout the land, pack your boys off to Vietnam. Come on, fathers, don't hesitate. The send your sons off before it's too late. Be the first one on your block to have your boy come home in a box. All right, 1, 2, 3. What are we fighting for? Don't ask me out, don't give a damn. The next stop is Vietnam. And it's 5, 6, 7. Open up pearly gates. Well, I ain't no time to wonder why we're all gonna die. All right.
Wow. Oh my God, that was a very, very powerful performance. I love that performance. I know that it has a dark meaning, but it's also a very cool song to listen to, even though it's capturing a lot of different feelings. It has a lot of rage, it has a lot of frustration, but at the same time, the irony kind of like helps that. So I think that's something to remember, that sometimes the best way to confront the power is to basically make fun of it. So that's all I have for today's video. I just wanted to share what I thought about this song and how cool it was and how important it was to the whole basically movement of American public like getting anti-war and the war basically getting more and more unpopular. So thank you so much for watching this episode, and in the next one we are gonna talk a little bit about Buffalo Springfield's For What It's Worth. So that song was not written for Vietnam, but it still became one of the more iconic anthems for that era. One more thing that is also very interesting to me is the intersection of all this historical or cultural event, in this case historical events, and like the intersection with music. It's very, very like awe-inspiring, very, very cool, very like interesting to go back and look back at them. It can be grief, it can be anger, it can be like hope. Music has almost always has a role. Please like and subscribe. If you're enjoying this series, please share what you think about it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.